How you doing, guys? My name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And today I'll be continuing his RWBY reaction series. So go ahead and give us a rundown on the last episode.
Last episode, we learned we kind of got like the true reasons out of Yang and Weiss why they wanted to be huntresses. Yang elaborated more on herself, kind of just wanted to explore and also know that pretty much like the saying that not every day is promised, so you live for today and every day is a new day kind of thing concept. But she likes that idea of keeps her on edge kind of thing. Weiss, it was more so that her dad's business had gotten shaky when her dad took over, so she kind of wanted to bring back honor and uplift the name Schnee again back to like top tier status. And whatchamacallit, Blake's was that, correct me if I'm wrong, she was more so doing it because being a huntsman has always been like the cool thing to do, or always been like the top tier, like the job of showing that like you're just that guy, like you're honorable and stuff. And she said she's always ran away from her problems, so this becoming a huntress is more of like taking it head on and embracing everything and being
okay,
that guy. But in the midst of this, RWBY wanders off. Well, didn't wander off, follows the dog outside. Dog had to pee, and then as she's going to get the dog, she hears talking. She sees two White Fang soldiers. She starts following them, sees they walk into a building, and then she goes, "Oh my god, we found it, we gotta get the girls." Goes back to the girls, falls in a hole. Next thing you know, the girls in Ublik wake up and go, "Where's RWBY?" And then this hole, they see her weapon and they figure she fell in. Ublik starts triggering like remembering everything, like, "Oh yes, there's an underground city, blah blah, there's a train that transports from here to the main kingdom," and this, that, and third. So yeah, gotta find out what happens with that. Oh, and then we also got to see Torchwick, by the way, after because RWBY did get captured after she fell in the hole, and we get to see Torchwick, and yeah. So
also, this is the first time in the show Adam, who was in the Black trailer, was mentioned. You saw him in chapter 1 when Blake was reading through her notes. There was a picture drawn of him.
Yeah.
But this is the first time that we've heard the name and he's been mentioned.
Okay.
So we've obviously seen him because of the trailers.
Yeah.
And then she split off from him, so now we know that it was because of evil intentions.
Yeah.
So, but let's go. This is one of my favorites. So this one's called No Breaks.
All right.
So I'm gonna turn it on just a smidge. So what do you think's gonna happen in this episode because it's called No Breaks?
No breaks?
No breaks. I'll even show you the
so there's no stopping.
No stopping.
That's
okay.
what it's saying. Oh, I think the train is just gonna have no brakes and it's just gonna drive on through. This is what I'm guessing, right through the blockage.
Just gonna drive on through.
Drive on through.
Just gonna pass on by.
Something's gonna happen. Yep. Something has to do with the train, I believe.
Okay. Also, just a little fun fact. Cinder is probably one of my favorite villains of all time in most shows I've ever watched.
Wow.
Oh,
I didn't. You paused it.
My face.
Wow, you are much more manageable without that oversized gardening tool of yours. Oh man. Perry, I really did need this.
Got them glasses on?
Yes, yeah.
But seriously, how'd you find this place, Red? Huh? Whoa! I see you got some tricks up your sleeve. Let me make this clear. We're not through here yet.
Got a hook on his.
The
King.
If you the boys can take care of that, I'm kind of in the middle of something. What is going on here?
They're just blowing stuff.
Somebody kill her! Attach this car and spread the word. We're starting the train.
But we're not finished.
Do it, or you're finished.
RWBY! Are you okay? I'm fine, but listen. Torchwick's got all sorts of weapons and robots down there. What? Androids, mechs, they're all loaded up on the train cars.
Ah, that's ridiculous. These tunnels are sealed. The tracks lead to a dead end.
Get to your places, we are leaving now!
Well, it sounds like they're going somewhere. We need backup. Let me call Sean. I can't get through. So what do we do?
I believe we only have one option.
We're stopping that train.
Huh?
I think they're on the hook.
Boss, they made it on the train.
Then grab some cargo and get them off the train! Man, animals, every one of them. Not you, though. You're great.
That's right, because they're all pharmacists, right? Yeah.
Professor?
Doctor.
What's that?
That, my dear, appears to be a bomb.
That, my dear, appears to be a bomb. Why doesn't he just pick the bomb up and throw it?
You don't grab a bomb ever.
Expect them to go.
What are you talking about, dude? I always grab bombs. I do it at Search and Destroy all the time.
Oh my god.
Time to go. Blake, detach the caboose. It'll kill us all.
On it. Huh? It decoupled itself.
What?
I guess he really doesn't want us on this train.
That's not good.
Neither is this. Another bomb?
No, no, no.
Don't remember every single one.
They all have bombs.
This doesn't make sense. Get the human!
Punch him right through his face.
Yeah, Blake does have, or Yang does have some nice hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, her hands are pretty nasty. They're nasty. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Here's that opportunity they were talking about.
What?
It's the cars. They detach and explode, creating openings for the grid.
That's insane!
We have to hurry. You three, go below and try and stop those bombs.
What about us?
We're going to stop this train.
Yeah, I know. I said that earlier.
Up ahead! We've got a problem!
I guess this is
I'm still stuck on how he turned the dog into fire and then just straight up smacked him like a baseball home run. I'm just gonna Babe Ruth you real quick. Bow! Uh-oh. Neo!
You two go on ahead. This one's mine.
Kelly just run past her. What in the world?
You go on ahead. Got it.
A chainsaw sword?
Finally, I get to kill a Schnee.
Hello, kitty cat. You miss me? You know, we really ought to stop meeting like this. People are gonna talk. Why are we fighting? I saw you at the rally. We're on the same side, and you know it.
Nice.
Come here, princess.
Oh!
still feisty. So, what are we gonna do now? Do you really think a little bow on top is gonna make people forget what you were? What you've done? So what's it gonna be, Blake?
Ooh. Ooh. She said, I don't even want to hear you talk no more. Kicked him so hard in the jaw.
What was it?
Is that Yang's mom?
Ruby, you go on ahead.
But
Don't worry, Ruby. It's time I teach them a lesson.
go.
What do we do?
What?
So these are the voice actresses, hand drawn.
Oh, that's very cool, actually.
But then they flip it into who they play.
Yeah. That's really cool, actually.
So, quick rundown, right? These guys, like he's like, oh, you know, you're much more manageable without your oversized gardening tool.
Yeah.
All right, so, she manages to get away, but then they have to get on this train, right? And pretty much what they stated was the purpose of the train was to blow up all the dust they had on it.
Yeah.
Create a bunch of holes. All the Grim go into the holes, and then they get drawn into the city, right? Which you saw at the end. You saw all the Grim start popping out, right?
Yeah.
So that was their objective, right? So they were like, oh, like you need to decouple the train, it's going to kill us all, but then it did it itself, right? Yeah. So they're trying to figure out. They're just generally fighting, right? Then this is like really story-wise. Here, there was one thing you didn't quite So at this point, in the very beginning, when Pyrrha was talking to Jean in the Emerald Forest during the exams, or in the I forget what you call it. But when they were talking about aura.
Yeah.
Right, and then they were showing Ren fighting the snake.
Yeah.
They stated that all living creatures have aura, even animals. Not just, but Grimm don't, because they don't have a soul. Right, so animals have Grimm, or have whatever you call it. And remember, I told you last episode that Zwei was really intelligent, so he was able to figure out. So they made Zwei, as I don't necessarily know who he was. They made him specifically because there was like German. Zwei is German for two. Whoever German for one is, there was another dog who they wanted to pay respects to. Uns, I believe. So I believe that was Uns Zwei. Is 1, 2. So I think there was a dog named like Uns or something. Whatever one is in German. And they wanted to pay respect to the dog, or they wanted to give it a character or something like that. So he pretty much plays this. He's pretty much here for that. That's what they made him for.
Gotcha.
But he is, what do you call it? He pretty much his semblance or whatever, or his aura, pretty much made him like indestructible almost. So that's kind of like his thing, right? They're never going to explain it. Yeah. So, but that's, and this is like the only scene he ever fights. So it's like, okay. Yeah. So I figured I just tell you. So that's what they did here. Him, you see his like his furnace, right? Yeah. When he comes over to the next. So you said you wanted to see him fight. Yeah. Kind of OP.
Shoots a bunch of missiles and then you just pop out.
So, and then we go down below where we start seeing a 1v1 fight. Neo is, I believe, 4'11".
Wow.
Yeah. So and I think I don't know if that's with heels or if that's, I don't know if she's 4'11" with heels or if she's 4'11" plus heels. Yeah. Right. But either way, she's, oh, look, my Neo. But anyway, so itty bitty, right? But she ends up just destroying Yang, like slaughtering her.
Yang doesn't even have a chance, bro.
Like she slaughtered Yang.
Doesn't even have.
So here we have the lieutenant of this particular of the Veil group of the White Fang.
Okay.
Right, and he's like, fine, they get to kill a Schnee because they hate the Schnee because that's like their primary target. Yeah. So this is a very iconic battle, I guess you could say. Maybe not iconic, but ironic more.
Yeah.
So these two start fighting, and then these two have already met at this point, Blake and him. So he was like, oh, we gotta start. He's very witty. Everything he says is just wit, like straight wit. It's very funny. So they start fighting. In the beginning, when they got onto the train, Weiss handed Blake a clip, right here. Like if I back up, like right. So Weiss gave her this clip. And she put it in. So it was dust. So when she was fighting Torchwick.
Yeah.
Right, you can see she used earth dust right there.
Yeah.
And infused it with her aura. Okay. Right, so like, I don't know what that was. Maybe that was just normal. But she used ice dust. Yeah. Right, so she's creating. She's infusing it with her semblance. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So we got to see Weiss fighting some more, using her time dilation.
Yeah.
And then Neo just absolutely working. This is one of my favorite scenes of all time. There's just sauces on her. Just done. Right, so they're talking. She doesn't usually. They have to like usually in this scene where they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" You know, the hero's like, "Think about it." Blake was like, "Nah, I'm not."
I was kicking your face.
Like, like not gonna worry about it. So at this point, this point, we're introduced to a new character, right? And you predicted what?
Yang's mother.
You think this is Yang's mother? Okay. I mean, I'm not going to tell you.
I think it's either Yang's mother or Ruby's mother.
Okay.
And the reason I say that, it was because whoever this person is, I think they were hiding out in that abandoned place, because with the campfire or their fire, above the fire there was a rose, a symbol. I don't know.
That was Adam's symbol.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all that was.
It looked like a rose symbol.
Yeah, that was just Adam's symbol. So
okay.
Here,
I think it's one of their mothers.
So she dips, but then you get to see this. So she created a portal of some sort. Yeah. So, but if you hear it, if you heard like the woo, right? Yeah. There was right when Neo was about to attack, or like right here, you can hear it. Hear that? Yeah. So you saw she jumped out of the portal and started coming at her. Yeah. So she has this portal, and then poof, she's gone. Yep. Right. So we can assume that'd be her semblance. Yeah. It was a portal of some sort. Yep. However it works, whatever. Right. I mean, obviously I know, but you know, these two start fighting. Zwei hangs back with Oobleck. These four encounter. They can't stop it, so they just shield themselves. And now there's a massive Grim invasion happening. And they're right in the middle. Also, this snake, you probably didn't even realize it. It's called a King Taijutsu. It's a two-headed snake. So instead of a tail, it's the white head. The white head. Yeah, so Ren fought the two-headed snake earlier. They'll mention something about it pretty subtly. So like later down the line. Gotcha. So you'll hear it. All right. But yeah, so that was no breaks. So we're gonna move on. All right, you guys have yourself a nice day. We streams. Check us out. Follow our, subscribe our on YouTube. Do all that stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, I guess.